Welcome to the vlog. Ali Maclean here, and I'm here with
little special
Big
guest,
Macy.
Our kid Marcy.
Today we're going to talk about 3 things every man needs to do. Okay, so 3 little points. I'm going to put Marcy on the spot here, get him to do the first one. Okay, so 3 things every man needs to do.
Consistency, routine, and always remaining accountable to yourself.
Okay.
I know that sounds like 3 things, but they all fall under the one.
Okay, so
that is one thing.
Yeah.
Basically accountability.
Okay, accountability. So I'm sure you have that with your clients yourself. You have a lot of clients. What is the pet peeve when someone isn't accountable? When someone doesn't check in with you, how does it make you feel? Like
like I'm wasting my time. I'm being paid to have my time wasted, but still, as much as I want to be paid, I want to get results from people. So, for example, best example would be doing diet plans, and then a week later, and I know as soon as people come in, and I'll say, how's your week been with food? If I don't get it straight, yeah, I know you haven't followed the plan, or you haven't stuck to any kind of diet. Because if you can't give a solid answer, you're wasting both of our time. I'll get that.
Absolutely. A lot of time, as I say to clients, I want the results probably a lot of time more than they do, because ultimately that's representing your brand. That's representing my brand. When I put it on my page, that before and after needs to be good. If it's not good, I'm not posting it anywhere. It's not getting shared with the world, and you're wasting my time. The money isn't important. It's a nice to have, but as Marcel says, like, that isn't the key. The key is, again, people staying accountable for themselves. That makes it worthwhile. I mean, ultimately, if you want to make a lot of money, you could probably just get a really high-paying job. It wouldn't give you any satisfaction. I mean, I'm sure Marcel's the same. The fact that we enjoy our jobs transforming people because the end result.
I left a job with a guaranteed good wage to do this. I can tell you now, money isn't the thing that makes you happy.
And even if you're not training with Marcel and you go to the gym and you have a personal trainer, or you just have a set schedule that you don't stick to, by not turning up late, by not like preparing properly, you're prepared to fail, as the old adage goes. Turn up 10 minutes late for your session, now you're going to have to rush your sets. Now you're not getting proper recovery in between each set. You're not putting the proper effort in, and not only that, you're just letting yourself down as your standards. Like, if you say you're going to train at 5 o'clock in the morning, you get up at 4:30 and you make sure you're ready to go. You don't just leave it till the last minute and go, oh, it's half-hour. That's your body, that's your life.
You've got to create good habits,
and that boils your accountability. So, like, if you're the type of person who doesn't have anyone keeping you accountable, and you're trying to stay accountable, you're trying to stay consistent, but you cannot stay consistent, you're breaking your diet, you're not turning up the training when you should, you need to get someone like Marcel or someone like myself to keep you accountable. That's why we are coaches. That's what we do. We make sure our clients stay on track, and that's why we both get results, because ultimately a lot of people try and go through this health and fitness journey on their own, and a lot of time, like, would you go to court without a lawyer? Would you try and be your own lawyer?
Some things, even if you do have an idea of it, I know with some of them examples, yeah, you might have a go yourself, but the chances are you're going to get the best results holding yourself accountable to somebody else, or just having someone that you can reach out to for help and advice and guidance. We all do it from the bottom to the top. You know, where the level I'm at is a lot higher than a lot of people would be going into.
Yeah.
It's still beneficial for the likes of myself and people much better than myself.
So it's like the 10,000 hour rule Malcolm Gladwell always talks about. Marcel, look, how long have you been lifting weights for?
Ooh, about 15 years.
15 years,
15
okay.
years.
So he's well over 10,000 hours. He's a master of his craft. By hiring him, I've been doing this since I've been doing martial arts and training people since it was like fucking 9, 10. I started coaching people at 17. I've been doing it by 14 years as personal training. And when you hire someone like us who has that level of experience, you take on that experience.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now.
Okay, so point number one was with Marcel, and he said about accountability, how every man needs someone to keep them accountable to themselves and other people. Okay, so I've just got some coffee and some food with this man here, Carl Dean. Carl has actually been a professional model for 7 years, Carl, is that right?
Show my age there, Al.
Yeah. Now, the first guy, Marcel, he chose accountability. So I'm putting you on the spot here. Pick one thing every man needs.
Accountability was the first one. Okay, so I'm struggling to find the actual one specific word that I wanna give you, but
Okay.
for me, let's say confidence, right? But that could come in many forms. For me, what I've realised over the past few years has been just knowing yourself, right? So knowing who you are and having confidence in that, and that comes with part of my French, but not giving a fuck what people think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we're all so caught up in you know how we're perceived and people's perception and our own insecurities, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's all just exterior. It should be internal and how you feel and how you feel about yourself and the people you're around on a daily basis, right?
Yep.
So for me, I just started looking at my circle and who I surround myself with, and you know, if you're surrounded by people who, you know, like you said earlier, this, for example, what we're doing now, stood in the car, you know, outside in the car park with a camera, you know, if we gave a fuck what people thought of us, we wouldn't be doing this now. So, you know, your channel, your shit wouldn't be getting done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, we're like-minded people. So I know you don't give a fuck and you're on your goals and you're just doing what you want to do. And I'm the same, hence why we're studying here doing this. So you're just going to get more stuff done when you stop caring what people think.
Yeah.
Now, if you're surrounded by people who, let's say your friends group are all sort of mocking you, taking the piss, shall we say, and you know, why are you doing this, why are you doing that, that's their own insecurity speaking, and they're projecting that onto you, right? So they're looking at you and thinking, oh, well, I wouldn't do that, and people would think I'm stupid if I did that, so therefore I'm gonna project that onto you. So and that,
as we were talking about earlier, like, you'll never get anyone who's doing better than you criticizing you.
no,
Like, they're too busy trying to be successful. They're too busy doing their own stuff. Anyone not doing anything will criticize you because they've got nothing else to do, and their own securities, as you said. And that boils down to your circle. That boils down to who you surround yourself with.
And like you say, we're too busy trying to surround ourselves with like-minded people and just focus on just moving forward. Can you imagine? Can you honestly imagine sitting on your phone and spending your time now with all the stuff you've got going on? Like, look at him doing this and look at him doing that. Like,
you just went off time.
Each to their own. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody. How boring would this world be if we was all just doing the same shit and everyone liked the same stuff and everyone did this?
I think a lot of the time, the fact I might get criticised sometimes entices me to do it that little bit more. No, not all the time. You don't want
that you're on the right track.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
We were actually saying that earlier. Like, if there's an obstacle in the path, in the path on the way you're going, it's a good sign that you're going on the right path. I mean, if it was easy, everyone would do it. But the fact there's an obstacle in the way proves that it's the right way to go.
Everybody doing big things, or everyone who's successful is if you ask them if they've had critics or if they've been ridiculed or just anything, they've all had it. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's had it. So, but it's just the people who are willing to persevere through that and not care, you know, what people think, and just know who they are. As long as you know who you are internally and you know yourself,
then you can have that self-confidence to do whatever you want. And
that relates.
Every man needs that, like, really, deep inside, whatever your passion is, whatever your 100%. Goal is. So let's listen. That's point number 2. First one was accountability, and that kind of ties into a lot of time with confidence, to be fair, because knowing your circle, that's having that great circle. But look, listen, if you're the type of person who does need sort of that accountability aspect, if you need that sort of circle around you, like a community of like-minded people, I have a lot of lads right now trying to lose a lot of fat, a lot of weight. If you're trying to lose weight, that is a path you're on right now. Click the first link in the bio and book a coaching selection call with myself and see if you're a good fit for my one-to-one mentorship scheme. Also, the link in the bio for Carl's YouTube channel. He has some incredible content. That's going to be in the bio, so please check that out. He's got incredible content. Like, that's point number 2, guys. So accountability number 1. Number 2, self-confidence, Carl. Is that what we're saying?
That's the one, mate. That's the one.
Let's go.
Know yourself. Checks in the mail out. Thanks, bro.
Text and mail. Okay, so a little change of scenery with the drone.
Boom.
My point is point number 3, and that's extreme ownership. What do I mean by extreme ownership? Well, Jocko Willink kind of popularized this, and it pretty much means, summed up in one sentence, control the controllables. Okay, so let's say you really hate your job. Well, there's nothing stopping you from improving your resume and a plan for 5 jobs every single day. Instead of complaining about shit, instead of moaning and complaining, go and get shit done. Okay, you can do something about it. Okay, you don't like how unhappy you are with your body. Well, don't moan about it, don't complain about it. Get out there and start walking every day. Get a mentor like myself. There's these little things you can do. Okay, so extreme ownership, man. Just like, get out there and stop complaining about it. Control what you can actually control, what's within your reach right now. And there's a lot of things, no matter what your problem is, you have something you can aim towards. You have something you can actually work towards. There's nothing stopping you at all in any way, shape or form from achieving what you want. It's only you. It boils down to you, and you've got to take extreme ownership of it, no matter what the outcome. Someone crashes the car into you. Okay, well, it might not be your fault, but maybe you could have braked a little bit earlier. Yeah? You don't like your job? Well, apply for 5 every single day. You don't like how fat you are? Stop eating a fucking cake at night. Yeah? Or hire a mentor like me. Okay, so if you are interested in joining my program, click the first link in the bio. I've said it like 3 times now. I'm overplaying it now. But listen, if you've watched the video all the way to the end, you might as well give it a like right now. You might as well hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.